we have for sale our 2018 Global Expedition Vehicles Turtle. It is an RV and it sits on a Dodge Super Duty 5500 SLT trim package 4x4 chassis. It has 13,800 miles on it, and it's always been stored in my climate-controlled building when we were not using it. It has a clear title, and once payment clears the bank and I sign the title over to you, you can drive off with it. It has a Cummins turbo diesel engine, an automatic transmission. It is B20 biodiesel compatible. It has remote start, as well as many of the features that you find in the SLT package, included heated seats, the cold weather group, a luxury group, and so on and so forth. It also has a clear bra on all front-facing surfaces. This protects the front from damage from rocks and that sort of thing. The premium off-road package is on the Turtle. It has the AEV front bumper. We'll look at that later. It has a Warren 16.5-ton winch. It has a link suspension with a 3-inch lift. It has Goodyear tires on it, and we'll look at those in a second as well. It has valved King shocks, aluminum roof rack, and so forth. These are the tires on the unit. They are Goodyear G275 135 by 80 Radio 20 tires. This is the door access to the gray tank. It's a 20-gallon gray tank. It has a heating pad underneath, and the plumbing for the outlet on that tank also is heated. It's 12 volt and is controlled by a separate circuit on the control panel on the inside. That I'm pointing to are two different items. The first one is the vent for the toilet, and the second one is the front tank for the diesel. You can see the drain valve. It's a simple rotating type valve, and it is heated so that that part of the tank will not freeze either. You're looking at the driver's side of the box, and we'll talk about some of these outlets. The first one is an exhaust fan for the toilet. That's a diesel fill-up. That is the 30 amp electrical inlet. That's another diesel fill-up. We have 70 gallons of diesel fuel here. That's a catch to hold that door open, and that's the door for the garage area. And that is the water fill-in for the 90-gallon water tank. We also have 2-pane glass windows, and we have a brush guard that goes through half the front and along the back side. We are looking at the back of the unit. We have a spare tire. It has a manual winch where you can take down that tire. And it's a full-size tire. We also have a backup camera that can look backwards as you're driving or look back as you're backing up. This is the passenger side of the vehicle. We have a storage access to the garage on this side as well. It also has magnetic clasps to hold that door open. And there's 2 double pane glass windows, high-end Expedition windows on this side as well. There's also a premium Expedition door. It also has a motion sensor LED light on the top. It has electric aluminum stairs. As you can see, this is the front of the vehicle, and you will see that we have the AEV front bumper with the large LED lights, which is controlled by a separate toggle inside the cab. We also have a Warren winch. It's a 16.5 thousand pound winch. It is built into the bumper and has a remote that you can plug in and control that winch as well. Looking at this side of the vehicle, now you can see the large AEV fenders that were added to the vehicle once those tires were put on. The tread on those tires are excellent, and the tires have plenty of life left in them. This is the driver's side of the truck, and you can see inside it has the luxury accommodations, but it also has a rubberized floor. And you can see that it has 13,800 miles on this vehicle. Inside it has XM radio, as well as the Dodge Road Care. So if you have flat tires or something, you can call Dodge and they'll take care of it for you. That's the passenger side. The seats are new-like. They're very comfortable, and they are cloth. You can see that's the access hatch, and you can lock it from both sides. That's the passenger side of the truck. It's very clean. Again, you can see the plastic flooring underneath. Inside the truck, we have the console. There's also USB plug-ins into that console, as well as cup holders. It also has a tire monitoring system that I installed. That's looking from the outside up. You can see the storage area on the front, and again, the guards. Now let's take a look at inside the storage area, and you'll find out that's where the electrical stuff is kept, as well as the batteries and all the plumbing for the 90-gallon water tank. This is the battery and electric setup in the unit. It's a master volt. It has marine grade wiring, 2500 watt inverter, and there's 800 amp hour battery storage, lithium batteries. That's the inverter and the charge controller. It is a charge controller, an MTT charge controller. Let's look at the other side for the plumbing. We'll open this side, and as you look in, you'll see that there's a filter. There's also a pressure tank, and it's all PEX tubing as well, as well as a distribution manifold for the water. On the bottom, we have rubberized floor covering to keep things from sliding around. I also put in a cargo system where you can take those out and put hooks wherever you want to along the back side, and along each side of the vehicle. Let's go on inside and look. As you can see, there's a full-size premium mattress. We also added those back cabinets, and the dinette the back seat is there in red, as you can see. The bed also has a storage area at the head of the bed, and the dinette with the adjustable table. The table will go up and down and swivel and move closer or further away from the person sitting at the table. That's the microwave convection oven that we have. That is a sink with a Seagull water purifier that we put in extra. And that's the other view of the dinette, as well as the access to the cab of the chassis. As you look, you can see we have some cabinets as you first walk in. The top one is a hanging cabinet. The bottom one we use as our pantry. There's also a conduction cooktop. This is our bathroom, and we have the separate toilet head. It separates the liquids from the solids. The liquids go in the gray tank, and we just dump the gray tank like you normally would a gray tank. And the solids get into a biodegradable bag, and they dump into a waste bin. There's a small medicine cabinet and a skylight that opens. That's the Mach 8 air conditioner, and further in the back is a Max Air fan with a shade and cover on it. As you can see with the door open, there's plenty of room to get in there and to get out. It locks from both sides. We have a Vitrifrigo refrigerator and small freezer in the front. It's 4.2 cubic feet, plenty of room to store cold goods for several weeks. Those are the windows that we have, and they open up. They're awning style window. They are dual pane glass, and they are Armor Vision windows. Again, dual pane glass, high-end windows. That's the cabinet I was talking about. Pantry shelves underneath, and then a place to hang your clothes on the top. This is a control panel that we have. You're looking at the DC distribution panel, the Webasto electronic control, and the Master Volt electronic control below that. There's 2 plug-ins as well as 2 USB ports. On the other side is the 120 volt distribution as well as a 120 volt plug-in and 2 more USB ports. And that's the truck that we have for sale. Please contact me below. I'll also include an email address that you can contact us as well. Again, it's a 2018 Global Expedition vehicle. It's their Turtle model, and it's on a Dodge Super Duty 5500 SLT trim package, and it is 4x4. It has 13,800 miles on it. It's always been stored inside in a climate-controlled building when we were not using it. It would be a great truck for anyone to get you where you want to go and when you want to go. Thank you for listening.